Marvel Phase 4 casting news. Hey guys, before you get started, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Hey guys, got a little news story from our partners over at GWW, and this concerns a Marvel Studios film set for production this fall in Australia. Now that in itself is some news. Then comes the casting calls, and the guys over at GWW got a full description. These casting calls are typically calls for specific traits and characteristics of actors are looking to integrate into the story. Sometimes they provide us a nice clue with who they may actually be looking to cast. There's two characters up for a casting call. The first character they talk about is a wise old statesman who is the leader of his people. The studio is actually searching for an Asian actor between the ages of 40 and 60 years old. The second character is, and I quote, one of the leader's most skilled warriors, and the studio is searching for an Asian female actress in her 30s or 40s. Now the casting call doesn't say which movie this is for, but the consensus is it's either Black Panther 2 or Shang-Chi. Black Panther 2 really fits the profile of the Australian movie, as the trades have said production will begin at the end of this year or early next year. Not only that, they don't need to cast a lead character, which explains why there's only two people in the casting call. Now if this is Black Panther, it very well could be Namor. Remember, in Avengers Endgame, we got a Namor Easter egg, and Marvel's been teasing Namor since early parts of Phase 1. The female warrior could very well be Namor's cousin Namora, or Andromeda, an Atlantean who later becomes a member of the Defenders in the comics. We've talked a little here before about a Wakanda vs. Atlantis type war movie, which really could work really well in the Marvel Universe. Namor's Atlantis and Black Panther's Wakanda have a long-standing rivalry, even recently in the comics. During the X-Men vs. Avengers storyline, Namor actually destroyed Wakanda, so there's a lot of potential here. The other possibility is Shang-Chi, which is rumored to be fast-tracked over at Marvel Studios. The first casting could very well be the Mandarin, a character Kevin Feige recently talked about and clearly has future plans for. The female character could very well be one of his generals and one of the elite members of the Ten Rings. Both of these fit really well. And then the fire got stoked a little bit by Charles Murphy over at the Murphy's Law podcast, and he was reporting on his podcast that the film will be Shang-Chi and that these castings are for that film. Now, he couldn't confirm it, but he said he also had a strong belief that Shang-Chi will be an MI6 operative, but he wouldn't provide any details and made it very clear that that was a rumor and nothing he could confirm. I also have a strong feeling this may also be Shang-Chi. Depending on what direction they go, it's a movie that's pretty easy to fast-track since it mostly focuses on martial arts. Well, that's unless of course they use the Mandarin and his 10 rings of magic. What do you guys think? Which movie do you think this is for? And do you have a preference? I'd be pretty excited for a Shang-Chi movie, but I gotta say, anything that gets Namor in the MCU, I'm really gung-ho about. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.